So a lot of people ask me, Adam, what the hell is that big grey thing that's sat on your drive? Why is there a massive bubble that looks like a slug? And where's your car gone? So today we're going to do a little review of what a Carcoon is and why I bought one. So what is a Carcoon then? So it's an outdoor storage system for your car. It's a climate controlled environment that's supposed to protect it from sort of frost, the wind and rain, pollen, UV light through the summertime, bird shit, which is the bane of everybody's life after you've just cleaned your car. It's really an alternative of like a storage system if you don't have a garage. I know we do, we'll get into it in a minute. And it's something that I was looking at. There's a couple of different options on the market. I think there's one called My Garage and the Car Bubble. This one I like though because it's got a couple of different features regarding the electronics, about using your car battery in case the AC power disappears and stuff, which we'll get into in a minute. So yeah, basically the reason that we bought it is we do have a garage, but it is just like any old garage, not massively big. The Gallardo, we could barely fit in it, even before the LB kit went on it. There was once where I've parked it in but couldn't even open the doors, couldn't get out of the car. It's not something that you'd be doing like day in, day out, so it wasn't really an option for us. So I needed to look and find a system that was going to be useful, that's going to be quite easy to do. And just to keep the car safe. It's only a weekend car. We don't use it over winter and stuff, like obviously many of you guys that's got a second car or has a car as your hobby. So yeah, we bought it about 6 months ago, just before last winter. So we're going to give an honest review about it today, and yeah, see if it's worth the money, what we paid, what you get in the box and things. So yeah, let's get into it. So Carcoon, first of all, if you go onto Google, then you know what, the company over the past 5 years maybe hasn't got the best reputation in the world. Their Google reviews, 1 star from here, there and everywhere. If you Google the name Carcoon, then lots of car forums come up with regard to failed orders, bad customer service, not receiving orders and stuff like that. We can only really mention it from our experience. We put an order in on the 12th of September last year. We paid on their website. All went through with no fuss. Paid by credit card just so that we had a little bit of extra safety, just in case. Obviously we're reading these reviews and stuff. I suppose the only problem that we had with them was the order was online was just saying processing for like 7 days. We didn't get any sort of update from them or anything else. So I did what any grown man does. I got Rachel to phone him and see what was going on. She managed to get through to a woman that was on the phone. She said maybe slightly abrupt, but hey, aren't we all sometimes? She found our order number and then said, yeah, it's going to be processed then and sent out. From that phone call, the day after, it updated saying that DHL had picked it up, and it got delivered the day after. So I mean, take that as you will, you know. Would we have been waiting longer if we didn't actually phone them? I don't know, possibly. So what do you get in the box then? When it arrived, well packaged, the first thing that you will get is your bottom sheet. Obviously you spread that one out at the bottom. Your car to drive on. You've got the top cover that zips on to the bottom sheet as you go around. The fans and everything else were already connected into the top cover. You've got two carbon filters that goes onto the front of the fans, and then two like foam spacers just to space out the fans, give it a little bit of room to be able to suck the air in. You also get the electrical transformer, which doubles up, and this is what I really liked about it. It doubles up as a battery tender. There's a couple of different connectors that you got in. There's the hardwired one that we're using, which is ring connectors, battery just behind here, that stays on the car throughout. You can see it's got a little rubber cover, so when you're not using it, that just gets pushed out of the way. There are some crocodile clips within the kit as well, just in case you needed to remove it when you weren't using the Carcoon and you were taking that off. So the really good thing about the electric, first of all, is that obviously it's a battery charger, and secondly, say that the AC power was to disappear from this, see if I can do it, then can you see that it turns on to the volts electricity from your car battery instead, so it won't deflate in any type of power cuts and stuff like that, which I think is a really, really good option. And it's something that I really wanted from the system that I bought. It's the reason that we actually went with this one first. All very, very simple to do. The connections are dead easy. You just put the carbon filters over the top of the fans. You put the spacers around the fan. The fan has a connector on each of them. So this comes through and is connected to the fans, as we can't see it here. But it doesn't really matter which fan you clip into. Both of them have got a power source, and they are wired in series. So if you plug your power into one fan, it's going to power them both. Makes it dead easy to set up. I suppose the hardest part is putting the bottom sheet down and actually getting your car square onto it, so that you've got a gap, obviously, both sides, the front and the back. As I say, the wiring is nice and simple. Anybody can do it, really. You can do it as yourself. Obviously, it would be easier if you had one person to maybe help you get your car onto the bottom sheet, but you know, you could do it quite easily yourself. The zips, yeah, you just throw the top cover over the top, zip it up around the side, and then away you go. Yeah, so let's get it zipped up, and then we'll see how long it takes to inflate. It's just shy of 700 quid, about £690 I think we paid, which is reasonable. It's comparable to the other brands that we said at the beginning. I think with the features that it's got, with the battery tender and the way that it flips to use the car battery as a substitute in case the AC power goes out, is something that I wanted. So price wise, I can't grumble with it. There's one or two things that I would say to you guys just to watch out for. So the first one is, don't put your car in when it's wet. So say that it's been raining and then you want to get your car out of the rain, or what I did first of all is I washed the car thinking I want it nice and clean, and then I put it in. The Carcoon has a drying mode where basically you open a zip just at the front, just underneath here, which you can see there. So you open the big zip for the drying mode, and it basically will allow the air to flow out. Obviously the humid air inside then pushes the moisture out. I found it didn't work. I went and put the car into the Carcoon beginning of November. As I said, we put it in wet, and then by mid-December when I'd opened it back up, the car was still damp inside, which led to a couple of problems. A little bit of mold on the inside of the car, just a little bit of rust going onto the brake discs and things, which I didn't expect. So yeah, be real careful about that one. Is it something that you can just zip up and leave your car in for 6 months without checking on it? No. What I would do is every couple of months, if you've got a dry day, then open it up, just make sure that everything's hunky-dory inside. It's my opinion anyway. The second thing is it doesn't like snow, so it snowed a couple of times last year in winter. It does collapse. It does obviously mention this within its instructions. The problem is that if it's collapsed, it's not watertight. So again, it did possibly lead to having a little bit of water inside there over winter. I didn't open it up, which I should have done after the snow. Again, if we got a sunny day next time, I would open it up, just make sure there was no water on the floor, or just allow it to escape slightly, and then zip it back up again. But overall, as a package, would I buy it again? I think I would, yeah. Price wise, it's okay, you know, for the features and stuff. If you don't have a garage to put your car in, and you want an environment where it's not going to get battered by different elements and stuff, we bought a normal car cover 4 years ago, and it did more damage than good. So the car covers that you just put over your car, and this was quite an expensive one with clips underneath that anchor it down to the car. We came back in the springtime, took it off, and the paint had sort of like really worn, you know, on the edges, and it was really, really dull. Took a lot of work to get the paintwork back up to scratch. And using a normal car cover, you get bubbles in the paint sometimes. So there was about 4 or 5 little bubbles that we got just because the moisture couldn't get out. So it is a lot better than just a normal car cover. If you're thinking of a cost price, obviously it's more expensive, but you know, you get what you pay for, I suppose. So yeah, you know, overall, I'm quite happy with it. Be what it will with the feedback and the reviews for the company. We didn't really have any problems with it. So yeah, if you're looking about as an honest review, I'd get one. I think that it's worth the money. So yeah, hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you on the next one.